Welcome to the Peaceful Wellness Podcast with me, your host, Deb Phelps. If you are ready to unite with your true nature and find the calm you need to go through this journey called life, then walk a while with me as we learn to be resilient with mind, body, spirit modalities. I am a meditation teacher, mindfulness coach, sound healer, yoga specialist, and these and other modalities have helped me to truly find peaceful wellness within. So let's take a mindful approach together now. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to our special October series, Whispers of Autumn. As we find ourselves on the precipice of winter, today's episode is your guide to getting spiritually and emotionally ready for the season ahead. The world is shedding its colorful foliage and drawing inward. A hint perhaps for us to do the same. So let's delve into today's transformative journey. So today on the show, I'll be sharing a personal story, an activity, and closing with a guided meditation. And be sure to get this week's workbook to go along with this episode at peacefulwellnesspodcast.com and join with fellow travelers on our Peaceful Journey to Wellness Facebook group, debphelps.com/Facebook group. Winter sometimes gets a bad rap. It's cold, it's dark, it's barren. Well, what if I told you that this very barrenness is an opportunity for growth and transformation? It's not just a season, but a spiritual space, a chance for renewal. Now, the first step in making the most out of this season is setting clear intentions. So what are intentions? They're not just tasks or goals, they're promises, commitments to your own well-being. They're a roadmap for your soul through the winter months. Intention setting allows us to walk into the unknown with a sense of purpose, to create the path we wish to journey upon, even if the way seems foggy or uncertain. And here's how you can set your own intentions. Let's do it together. First, recognize what you need. Now, this is a moment of honesty. Ask yourself what you're truly seeking in these winter months. Is it emotional healing, deeper connections, solitude, or maybe a balance of activity and rest? Take a moment to identify that core need. And you can certainly pause this episode to do that. But I'll continue. The second one is formulate your intention. Once you recognize your need, formulate an intention around it. Now, if your need is emotional healing, your intention could be, I intend to prioritize emotional well-being by engaging in healing activities. The third step is to commit to action steps. An intention without action is like a seed without soil. It just won't grow. So list out concrete steps you'll take to fulfill this intention. And using the previous example, action steps might include journaling, talking to a therapist, or dedicating time to self-care each week. Number 4, speak or write it out. Sometimes just the act of saying or writing down our intention gives it a form, gives it life. Speak it, write it, you can even sing it, and do what feels authentic to you. And now 5, hold the intention in mindfulness practices. As we'll soon in this episode dive into a guided meditation, keep this intention at the forefront of your mind. Allow it to guide you in your practices and your reflections. And then finally, regular check-ins. Revisit your intention regularly. A weekly reflection can help you measure how well you're holding up to your commitment, and then adjust course if necessary. So I invite you to take some time now to reflect and note down your intentions. You can certainly pause and come back to listening to me. But just remember that these are not set in stone. They're organic, just like you. They can grow, evolve, and change as long as the essence remains aligned with your core need. By setting these intentions, you're taking control of your winter experience, shaping it into a period of rich personal growth. Each snowfall, each icicle, each frozen lake becomes a reflection of your inner landscape, sometimes barren, but always filled with untapped potential. Many years ago, I found myself standing on the precipice of a winter season unlike any other. My father had passed away the previous spring, rather suddenly from liver cancer, leaving a void that words can't quite capture. His absence was palpable, like a missing thread in the fabric of our family, particularly keenly felt as winter approached. You see, winter has always been a special season, full of birthdays and celebrations. Now, my eldest daughter's birthday and mine are both in December, and my father's was on January 9th. This first winter without him felt like a walk through a landscape that was both familiar yet jarringly empty. I remember thinking about how he would have been the first to call and wish me a happy birthday, on Christmas, no doubt. And these thoughts loomed large in my mind as the first snowflakes of the season began to fall, each one like a tiny, cold reminder of what was lost. Yet it was also during this emotionally intense winter that I began to understand the transformational power of setting intentions. With my family's birthdays and my father's memory casting long shadows, I set an intention that winter, not just to survive, but to embrace the season as a period for deep emotional and spiritual work. And I vowed to honor my father's memory by living as fully as possible, by cherishing the family I still had and the time that we could spend together. Instead of letting his absence turn our winters into a season of sadness, I decided to channel his spirit into action. My father was always the first person to lend a hand, whether it was taking a hammer to fix a neighbor's porch or whatever he could do. And let me tell you, he was a man of few words. He always used to tell me, I'm not a phone person. Like, he'll talk to me so much on the phone, and then he'd say, I'm not a phone person. But one of the last phone calls I had with him, he talked with me for a long time. And though he was a man of few words, he loved to give his all to his friends and family. And for myself, I had already committed myself. And for myself, I had already committed myself to a life of service many years before, but his passing solidified it even more. I believe in doing something constructive to bring warmth to others. And not always for the money, but from the heart. And through setting intentions that winter, I found a way to navigate through the emotional wilderness. It wasn't easy, but it was transformative. I emerged from that season with a renewed sense of purpose, resilience, and a deepened connection with my family. And perhaps most importantly, I realized that while the winter can be harsh and unforgiving, it also holds the promise of renewal and transformation. And all we have to do is be willing to step into the cold, fortified by our intentions, and walk the path laid out before us. And I believe this aligns us with the season's natural invitation for reflection and preparation, as turning a period of potential sorrow into one of meaningful action. So before we get to our guided meditation, I'd like to guide you through an activity that aligns perfectly with our theme of preparing for the winter ahead. And this activity is about creating a winter intentions journal. Now, we talked about it a little bit ago, right? But I want you to create a sacred space where you can reflect, set goals, and most importantly, manifest your desired feelings and experiences for the upcoming winter months. Intentions act like compasses for our soul. They don't dictate a final destination, but they do set the direction in which we channel our energies. And winter, being a season of introspection and renewal, offers the ideal time to set these life navigating intentions. So for this activity, you'll need a blank journal, some colored pens or pencils, maybe even some stickers or magazine clippings for extra inspiration. And choose items that make you feel joyful and motivated. So you can pause and do that now, or continue listening, and you can do it a little bit later. So next, I want you to set the space for this activity. So light a candle, play some calming music, and make sure you're sitting in a comfortable and quiet area where you won't be disturbed. And then reflect. Start by reflecting on the past year. What have you learned? What has brought you joy? And write these down. This will give you clarity on what you like to attract or manifest more of. And now close your eyes for a moment and visualize how you want to feel during the winter months. Don't just think about it. Really feel it. And once you capture that feeling, jot it down in a word or two. And then open your journal and begin to jot down your intentions based on your reflections and the feelings you've just visualized. And be as specific as you can. That's really important, because if you do that, you will manifest those, right? And if it helps, you can categorize them, maybe intentions for self-care, for family, for work, and so on. And now let's write down some affirmations that align with your intentions. For example, if one of your intentions is to, let's say, be more present, your affirmation might be, I am fully engaged in each moment. Then here's where the fun comes in. Use your colored pens, your stickers, your clippings, anything you can find to decorate the pages. And doing this puts this out onto paper, brings your creativity in, makes it visually appealing, and then emotionally inspiring. And when you've got that far, make a commitment. Maybe take a moment to close your eyes and make that commitment with a few deep breaths, and revisit these intentions regularly. Set reminders for yourself if needed. You see, the more you engage with these intentions, the more they will become integrated into your daily life. Well, you now have created a powerful tool that will help guide you through the winter months. This journal is a tangible manifestation of your inner desires and goals. So keep it close and let it serve as your winter companion. So, wonderful beings, let's transition now into a guided meditation. This meditation is called Embracing Winter's Stillness. And this practice will be about embracing the stillness and serenity that winter brings, allowing ourselves to go inward as nature does during this time. Find a comfortable seated or lying position. Close your eyes or have a soft gaze in front of you, looking downward. Allow your hands to rest on your lap or by your side. Begin by taking a deep breath in through the nose and slowly exhaling through the mouth. As you breathe, mentally scan your body from head to toe, releasing any tension you may be holding. Your forehead, your jaw, your shoulders, your belly, and so on throughout the entire body, letting them all relax with the breath. Imagine yourself now standing at the edge of a quiet, frozen lake. The air is crisp, and snowflakes gently fall from the sky. The world around you is covered in a blanket of fresh, white snow. It's quiet, so quiet that you can hear the sound of your own breath. Start to deepen your breath, taking it all the way down to your diaphragm, and let your abdomen expand with each inhalation and then contract with each exhalation. And feel your breath synchronize with the rhythm of the falling snowflakes. As you stand by this frozen lake, you begin to feel an inner stillness mirroring the world around you. Your thoughts slow down. Your mind starts to clear. And all you focus on is this moment, right here, right now. Feel the cold air on your skin, but instead of shying away from it, embrace it. Let it remind you of your vitality, your life force. Just like nature uses this time to rest and renew, so can you. Internalize this feeling, this cool clarity. As you breathe in and out, silently repeat the following affirmations to yourself. I embrace the stillness within me. I am in harmony with the season. I welcome the clarity that winter brings. Gradually begin to deepen your breath once more. Start to become aware of your physical presence in the space you're in. Feel the floor or the seat beneath you. And wiggle your fingers and toes. When you're ready, open your eyes. and take a moment to sit and absorb the experience. Know that you can return to this space, this winter sanctuary, whenever you need a moment of peace and clarity. Carry this serenity with you as you move forward in preparing for the winter ahead. Thank you for sharing this journey with me and for being a part of our Whispers of Autumn series. Next week, we'll be starting November's theme, Luminous Gratitude, Illuminating the Heart's Abundance. And be sure to stay updated with me at debphelps.com/news. And remember, our studio is a sanctuary just for you, peacefulwellness.studio. And join our live Zoom Peaceful Wellness podcast circles every first and third Friday at 12 noon Central for wonderful discussion. As we step into winter, carry these practices and intentions with you. May they light your way through the season's hush and howl, guiding you to inner sanctuaries of renewal and peace. Namaste. Thank you for joining with me today. For my weekly classes, meditation and modalities on-demand library, self-study courses, and private sessions, visit my website at peacefulwellness.org.